Son shit, y'all ready?
I hope y'all are. This episode, man, this might as well be like the Olympics episode. Because first of all, we're going to just talk about a lot of Olympic stuff. Then we're going to get into this place that I was unaware of until the Olympics. I had to remember who this bride was, so we had to look it up real quick. Thea LaFond. Yo, ooh wee. What y'all know about that? We really out here right now. But her winning put me in a position where it was like, yo, where is this place? Dominica. Not to get it twisted with the Dominican. Dominica is a place. This is what this episode is about. You know what I'm saying? Dominica. Man, look, let's get into what we do and have some fun. But before we go that far, like I said, we're going to talk about some other stuff. We got to talk about some other stuff. We're going to leave all the politics to the side. We ain't going to talk about no politics. We ain't talking about no politics. No, none of that. None of that jumping off. We're going to just keep it in this realm of sportsness. You know what I mean? I will say this, though. The rain smashed down and crashed down. Basement got flooded. So we are a little behind on a lot of stuff because it was like, yo, oh, snap. You know what I mean? But it's all good, man. Life happens. But that's just personal. Just like a little quick, yo, basement flooded. And feel like when you want to say a word and then like State Farm guy coming, whatever word that made you think about somebody, you'll just jump up. We ain't having one of those moments. It was just like, what the? Yeah. You know what I mean? Won't nobody gonna pop up from that. Won't nobody gonna be there for that one. You know what I mean? It's just ludicrous. Who says that anyway? Oh my God, this is ludicrous. Nobody uses ludicrous in a regular everyday saying. That's a specialty. That's a joint that you use every once in a while. Don't nobody out here really be like, oh my God, this is ludicrous. And then Luda just pop up. What's up? Nah, son, what y'all need is State Farm. And then Jake come through and he looking around like, yo, and he's just like, forget you, Jake. Jake looked like he should have been in the NBA. Jake, I'm telling y'all, when y'all know first time y'all saw the new Jake, well, he ain't even new no more, but y'all thought he played for somebody. Then he was an NBA player. He looked like he was in the NBA. Somebody crossed him up, like Kyrie Irving or somebody crossed him up or something, and his career was gone from there. Like, yo, son, you sit down. Like, there's other things for you. You're light skinned. There's another world out there for you. You always don't get a gig. And State Farm called. Like, we might rock with you. You make people think about, like, maybe you might be a ball player. You got that. I might ball a little bit. Probably can't ball a lick. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? But anyway, the Olympics are over. I don't even know. I didn't see all of the ending ceremonies, but I did see that, Snoop and Dre was out there for the last joint. Let me set this off like this, because the piece I really want to talk about, I'm gonna leave that for the end. There's a thing I really want to talk about. I want to leave that later on. Two things I want to talk about, but I'm gonna leave that towards the end. As Americans, we've really got to learn how to just reflect and support and salute all these great winners. The dude who wrestles out there in Cuba is that dude. He's that dude in wrestling. Left his boots, left his little shoes, joints on the mat, walked off, hugged his coach and everybody, and it was like, yo, my man, y'all ain't understanding. This dude has been winning the last 2 to 3 joints, maybe 4. You got an African chick doing them long distance joints, them 30-minute runs, them 20-minute runs, them joints where like they be all huddled up together and then somebody try to break through. She broke through at the end. I can't think of her name. And got the bronze medal. Always medaled. She's always medaled at some point. She's always came away with something. And now, look, she was running a joint and she was always like in the back. She was third to the last. She was actually last when they first jumped off. Then it was like 2 white brides trailing. And then, like, as time went on, she's like that last lap. She eased in. Americans don't talk about those people. They ain't talking about those people. You know what I mean? Like, unless you do something that's viral worthy, like my man in Turkey or the shorty in Australia, they ain't talking about you. My man in Tokyo, for the skateboarding joint. Boom, second gold medal. Thea over here in Dominica, first medal for the whole joint. Got the was it Filipino kid for the gymnastics, first medal for the country in gymnastics. We gotta salute these right here. That's what the Olympics is about. Those moments, like, oh snap, word. We out here. I mean, don't get it twisted. Your patriotism is definitely a necessity. Don't get it. I ain't trying to say that, but I'm saying the love for the actual concept of being a competitor. We just gonna overlook this? Look, here's the wild joint, and I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I saw the joint when Childs didn't even think she was a medalist. She went on about her business. Old girl from where was old girl from? Serbia, Lithuania, somewhere. It was, what was that? I think Lithuania. I can't think of the chick. White girl. Look, they said when she realized that, okay, she gonna get third, she had a flag on. She was on stage, popping and rocking. She like, she's celebrating with the other medalists. Girl, we did it. Ooh, she ready to hit the podium. She popping. TV makes it look like it was instantaneous. Apparently, now that the story's out, it wasn't as instantaneous as that. Like, there was still a lot of other things going on. It wasn't just that, boom. So she's thinking she won, and TV making you go, okay, cool. Then everybody looks up. Shorty starts jumping like, no, I got it. I got it. As Americans, we were so happy. Don't get it twisted. It was like, oh snap, that's what's up, word, yeah. Cause I thought your joint was kind of dope though. Don't get it twisted, your joint was official. Yeah, you deserve that. Get it, girl, word up. We was all for that. The other side of it is, as they were celebrating, the camera cut to the shorty from the other country, and the sadness on her face. Like the fact that she was just out there prancing around with a flag on her back. She was in the, you know what I mean? That is an Olympic moment. You know what I'm saying? That moments like that where you're just like, oh snap. Could you imagine having all having the whole wind in your cell just taken away, having all the excitement in your life just taken away with that? Nothing that you did. It was nothing that you did. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't do nothing wrong. In your mind, it was set in stone. Her score didn't come as high as yours. And again, when she thought that joint, shorty might end up getting that, she was cool. Everybody, matter of fact, even the American chick was cool. Everybody was content. Everybody was like, yo, it is what it is. I'm still here. I got a joint. I'm fine. We good. Little tinkering in the game, a little coming back, looking at some stuff like, okay, yeah, you're right. We didn't count that. We didn't count that move. You're right. So if you count that move, boom, your girl gets her medal. Go let her know she got her medal. Put it on a bling blink. Move the white girl down. Everything went out the. Everything went haywire. It was ridiculous. That was like, yo, like watching it. As quick as I was like, yo, that's what's up. The other side, even like, I don't know, maybe because I'm a rational person. I'm a person that's empathetic. I'm a person that as much as I am basically not available, emotionally not available, I am also available. Like, I get those moments like, yo, old girl gonna cry when she get up in the locker room. She gonna be doing them tray. She gonna be doing them tray punches in the air, swinging and mumbling, and tears is just bawling out her eyes, and her eyes is gonna be closed, and there ain't gonna be no nigga along to hold her, and then he get that quick sniff in. It ain't gonna be none of that. Y'all remember when boys, he was crying, he was holding on to her, then he sniffed it. He sniffed on that joint. I'm like, yo, single to let this all go? Nigga, look, they ain't show her face. You know, she was looking like at the dudes like, yo, y'all gonna just keep. It's part, like, he feeling it. It's all emotion. We gonna let that's raw emotion. He acting right now. Nah, he sneaked the sniff in. He knew what he was doing. She ain't got that. There was no dude or female or whoever to just like, I got you, baby. And she gets down and cries and sniffs. Like, Like, nah, you know she was punching the air, saying all kind of crazy stuff in her language. Mother F this, them, blah, blah, blah. She was going, you know she was going in. Can't believe this, nah, I had that joint. You know she was. But that was a moment. The female wrestler, killing the game, got silver. The gold chick with the Chinese chick. Moments. These are moments. You know what I mean? Like these were joints. I was just watching. I watched all kind of goofy stuff. When I tell y'all I watched all kind of I was watching the horses do the crip walk joint. Yeah, they were trotting. They like, she's not on beat. I'm listening to the music. I'm like, where's the rhythm at in this? Are y'all like giving TV a different music than what they listening to? Because I'm not hearing what y'all are trying to count this to. The chick had the 17-year-old horse, and that horse was like, all them other horses, I did not hear any breathing, but that 17-year-old horse, you was hearing all kind. He got it through. Got that gold for shorty. They got that gold. They barely got that gold, but they got that gold. You know what I'm saying? I watched the synchronized women joint where they do the joint like on the old Hollywood joints. Yeah. The one what they came out like, they came out to the Michael Jackson, Annie, are you okay? Annie, killed it. Somebody else came out with the faces on the back. That joint looked creepy, but that joint looked smooth. I watch sports. I just watch joints. You know what I mean? I'm just watching. It is wild. You know what I'm saying? The pole joint with the jout. You know what I'm saying? I watched the fencing joint where they both dudes. To me, I'm gonna keep it a buck. The American dude hit the other guy first. No, whoever was on the left on my TV screen did it first, and then the other guy, and they had to go over it. They had to like review it. They kept reviewing it. I watched. I ain't fronting with y'all. I was watching. I'm watching all of this. The bike joint. I'm like, oh my God, that's the kind of joint. And I was glad they was cutting back later and coming back, because I'm like, yo, this is not cool. Why are we doing this? The long jumps. Yo, man. Watching all of it. The men's, the women's. Yo, that's how it goes down. Now, I'm going to talk about this breaking thing. This breaking thing is so complex. This breaking thing is really complex. The coolest thing out of all of that is, as they were getting into that weekend of the breaking, it fell around the time of hip hop's birthday. So salute to that. The other thing about it is, as it was getting into that mode, 32 dancers, 32 athletes, if you want to call it that, 32 participants, and the world focused on one chick. And it was so wild because in a way people kind of figured, oh, the Olympics aren't going to bring this back and blame her. Apparently, before it had even started, they had already was like, yeah, we're not doing this again in 2028. They had already considered that before anybody had even stepped in the cypher and started the backspin and flare kick. It was already put out there. The problem with a lot of that was the way that everything broke down. There's a commission of people who want to do this dance thing, not just breaking, but dance thing in general, just all kind of dancing. They want to control the way it looks, the way it moves, the way it feels for a broader audience. Broader audience means the world. Broader audience also means white. So they're looking for that. So for when people go, man, there ain't don't look like a lot of brothers and sisters is up on here. That's one reason. They also didn't have a lot of the pioneers in it. And salute to the two of them commentating. I heard chicks, and then during the finals, I heard two dudes. But salute to both of them, those teams, because both teams kept consistently telling you this started in the Bronx. This is a American New York thing. This started in the Bronx. This is the culture of hip hop. This is an element of hip hop. You kept hearing that. And salute to that, because a lot of places don't want to tell you that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were getting crazy. They was like, yo, I thought I'd see this and this. And again, don't get it twisted. The people weren't bad. And the real creative creative people, I don't think participated because they didn't know where this was going to go. If they had said, yeah, we're going to come back in 2028, the whole feel would be different. Completely different. There's controversy around Ozzy. Come to find out, Raygun and her husband actually are part of the committee for the Australian breaking. So they're on the committee. You know what I'm saying? Not only is she the president, not only is she a client, she's the president. Or however that, I'm a head, I don't know. Whatever that commercial joint did, and then Biggie came and took it and flipped it. Not only the client, I'm the head, I don't know. I'm butchering the whole idea. That joint though, so she got in as the women thing. And you had a lot of women breakers out there in Australia going, hey, her selfishness got that, like, you move somebody out of their spot. You know what I mean? Now, here's the other thing about those two. I don't know. The Goon, I don't know what their names are, but Raygun and Mr. Raygun. They are the weird, obsessed, niche casuals who, as much as they respect the culture, and this is of anything, no matter as much as they respect the culture, they're also trying to go, this is what it needs. You know what I mean? They're that guy. If you thought what she was doing was crazy, there's footage of what her husband does. It is very artsy. It is very artsy. I don't even know. There's nothing else. It is very flamboyantly artsy. This is very, very, you know what I mean? It is very just some ballerina stuff. Like when they're out here doing their things and they're trying to tell a story with their moves and you know, and they fall to the floor and they faint and they sweep and then their arms go up in the air and then their head goes back. That's what they was doing, but then trying to put it to the breaking. You know what I'm saying? Which I'm not trying to say that's not needed, because let's keep it a buck. Julia Stiles' whole career started from this, basically, right? Swaying back and forth with the black dude on that one joint, flash dance, ballerina type broad who then takes into the joint and there's crazy legs with the mustache back spinning, breaking the white girl who I remember when I was a kid, I swear to God, I thought that was the chick that played Sarah Connor. I ain't know no better. I just was like, dark haired chick, another movie. Hey, that's her. Anyway, not even the point. Point being, there's a romanticism about that. About going, I'm going to bring this to breaking and it's going to be spectacular and accepted. The rest of the world was like, nah, we're good on that. I actually followed her because I had to see what was up. And again, when you listen to her, she seems so committed for the art of breaking, the community of breaking, the hip hop culture aspect, not so much. That's my vibe. You know what I'm saying? But the community and the dancing and that, she's 100% committed to that. And she's like, I want to try to bring more money into this. And then there's this weird white savior complex of it. Hip hop was always gonna have that problem. This breaking thing, everybody was already like, yo, how do you do this? How is this going to happen? And then when you realize that, yes, that was one of those necessary criterias to definitely not make it look hood, to basically definitely make sure that you get as many everybody's as you can. You know what I'm saying? India had a person. Ireland, Ukraine, like they had people, Lithuania, like they had people from them European spots, Germany. I might be wrong, but I think somebody was from Russia. Of course, Australia, Great Britain, France. You know what I'm saying? It was very, we need that because we all know basically, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to all those countries I just named. Japan and America gonna rock. Japan and America gonna rock. You know what I mean? China gonna come through and do some things too. Them Asians, them Hispanics, and them blacks are gonna lock it down. France had had a black chick and a black dude. Two black dudes, matter of fact, two black dudes. One guy actually even made it to the finals. But what I'm saying is, there is a different world, and I think those behind the scenes fights came to a head, and it was like, okay, cool, we're gonna let this happen, and we're just not gonna do it again. And not knowing the behind the scenes was already set in stone, you see that, and you see the fact that everybody just points at that one person. Out of 32 competitors, you only pick that one person to go in on. You're like, yo, she messed up. She killed it. She killed it for everybody. She ain't. Yeah, it was already gone. It was out. You know what I'm saying? That I don't know what she was doing, but that ain't really had that much to do with anything. It was already over with. But it was just crazy. And here's something that I like, and I'm saying like sarcastically. I really don't like it. I love when people. Let me take it back. Let me pull it back for a minute and then bring it back. What I love the most is that on both sides of the spectrum, the pros and the cons, those who were hating and those who were in support, both parties are people who, one, don't care about it. They don't care about breaking. You know what I'm saying? Are also people who didn't see the whole round robin round. They seen the clips. They're going off of the clips. Yes, trust me, it got no better than the clips. I saw the whole joint. It didn't get better. That's not the point. I'm not trying to make no excuses. What I'm saying is, for you to then comment on her exclusively and then put a broad brush on top of it and go, we're going to cover everything because of her. And people were saying that in comments, like, did y'all see the whole thing? Because it was just her. That was it. She was the only garbage person in the joint. Anyway, you have both sides. Both sides saying what they say. Both sides who will never, definitely now, never find themselves in that situation. They will never be part of the tryouts. You're at home. Sitting at the couch on your phone. Thumb gangsters. You know what I mean? Pro and con. Because I'm watching people fight on both ends like, yo, but who are y'all? You know what I mean? You guys aren't in those positions. You weren't watching. You could care less. It was nothing worse than watching black people who could care less about breaking, complain about breaking. You know what I mean? Like, we've literally been here almost 20 years ago. Remember, it was a car commercial. I can't remember the company. I'm going to say Toyota. And everybody remembers it was a little white girl pop locking in the car. You know what I'm saying? They was driving up the street. Dave Chappelle did a parody joke about it and dropped her off and let her pop lock on the block. You know what I mean? That joint. Yeah, everybody remembers when that commercial dropped. And I remember having a conversation with 3 people. And they were like, oh man, they stealing our culture. I'm like, dude, when's the last time you went somewhere and seen somebody do this except for in a breaking capacity? A contest with the B-boys and B-girls. Nobody's doing this on a regular basis anymore. Is it really? Like at this point, you're claiming they stole it when it's more or less like we stopped dealing with it. We put it to the side and they came across and was like, ooh, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And they were like, ooh, I'm going to pick this up and we're going to run with it. And that's what they did. That's what they have been doing for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? White and to all different kind of music too. Like they be out here popping to tech music. Be like, I don't even know where you found that rhythm at, son. But either you're going too slow or maybe you're high and you think this music is going that slow. But what you're doing and how this sounds, don't mess up. Stop, please stop. Don't stop. I don't know what you're doing. Just bob your head. Just give me that. Give me the head bob thing. Cause this you going too slow to be going to this fast boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom chicka boom. You ain't the music don't match, son. Stop. They've had it for years. And then they came in and they swooped up on breaking. Cause again, breaking was such a major piece of the element. Breaking was that thing that when you were a kid and you saw it anywhere, you were excited because that was us. That was a us thing. Like, oh snap, they got breaking on this show. Oh snap, Gladys Knight got breaking in her video. What? Oh snap, they breaking in a Shaka Khan video. What? Oh snap, okay, they had some dudes breaking on NYPD Blue or something, you know what I mean? Just, you felt like, I might want to start watching these episodes and realize that was a one-off. They don't care. It ain't happening again. With Revenge of the Nerds, the black dude was pop locking. You ran with it, like, hey, my man's is over here doing this thing. And, that was it. That was gone. And we moved on. Then as a culture, the dance stopped being that thing. Breaking wasn't our dance anymore. So when you have people complaining about it, you're like, you don't do it though. Why you worried about it? I'm just saying, nah, shush, shut it down. Find a new argument. That ain't this one ain't yours. Let that one go. Now, the pro people, the people who are supporting Raegoon, they're nobodies also, but they're the ones I'm talking about that romanticize. They have now vicariously placed themselves in her spot. And they're like, oh my God, she did it. Like, they are literally like, if she did it, look, they're mad because they're not there. No, they're mad because she shouldn't have been there. You know what I'm saying? People from Australia are really mad. They're like, yo, she really took an opportunity from somebody else who could have been there. And people are like who? I saw somebody actually name 5 people. I've never heard of them. You're in America, fool. Of course you ain't never heard of them. I ain't never heard of most of these B-boys and B-girls. They was dope. I had to go back and I'm literally trying to find a lot of them now to follow, and just because y'all Heroes, the guy who won gold. I can't remember who won gold for the females, but I have to find her and rock with her because they are official. They was dope. So for you to go, you've never heard of these Australian women, sounds stupid. And only Americans do stupid stuff like that. Only Americans will say some stupid stuff like that. I'm sorry, yeah, I said it. We're the only ones that do stupid stuff like that. We're going to tell somebody who's from Australia, who's naming off these Australian B-girls who could have taken that spot that Raegoon took, and go, I ain't never heard of them. They nobodies to me. She was too. Until that day. Stop playing. Stop playing. Come on, man. But anyway, women's basketball, before I even go into the men's, women's basketball does not get talked about enough. I think it's 6 consecutive Olympic golds. 6 consecutive Olympic golds. What are we talking about right here? Like, how are we not talking about these women on a bigger stage, on a grander scale? Why are we not speaking on these women? You know what I mean? And people going, oh man, I would have watched Caitlyn. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. It was hard to find them games, for real, for real. I'm going through E and USA, and then I was just like, you know what? I will just wait it out and go to Peacock. Yeah, they weren't just right there in your face. You had to scour a little bit. They are phenomenal. Now the game against the finals to get the gold was a tight one, tight to the point that the one shorty from France shot the shot, and they thought it tied the game up, but a foot was on the line, so they got the 2, so they lost by 1. That is how tight it was. Now, if you're gonna go, well, yeah, they did. The American men did, but no, they didn't. No, these women were dominating a lot of these games. You know what I'm saying? There was a few times where they had to play catch up, but we're talking 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consecutive. Not that I got a couple here and then I lost a few and then I came back. No. Gold. 6 consecutive gold medals. Winning all the time. And everybody's trying to tell you the men's team, that's that thing. No. This women's team has been that thing 6 times. It's 2024. You see what I'm saying? 2024. They haven't lost since somewhere up in the 90s. 92, matter of fact, is what they said. The last time that the women lost was when the Dream Team came into fruition. The whole point of grabbing NBA players for the U.S. team became a thing. The first time that ever happened was the last time that those women lost. The men have lost a couple of times since then. One time for sure, right? So what are we talking about? Those aren't even the same conversations. 92. It's 30 years, 32 years. Come on, man. What? Stop. Don't talk about that like they're one and the same. They're not. Now, the men, salute to the men. By the way, I want to say that. I don't even want that to even sound like I'm trying to be ignorant or nothing. Salute to the men. I think the problem is, and the problem consistently is, ESPN overhypes everything, and then regular people who are not drinking the Kool-Aid go, I just hope they lose. And it's sad because you're not supposed to hope that your country loses, but you're just to shut them up. You want that to happen. Am I one of those people? I could care less, honestly. I was more about wondering what the women were going to do. I was like, yo, I need to see what these women are going to do. When you found out the history that they hadn't lost since 92, oh, I ain't worried about these dudes. What are y'all doing over here, ladies? That was just my mentality. The men had a whole bunch of just hype around them. You had dudes going out there, way to go. This team, the Avengers is what they call them. The Avengers, who are avenging what? I don't even, a World Cup loss? How dare we lose at the World? Dude, it's the World Cup. No disrespect to the World Cup, but it's not the Olympics. You know what I mean? Whatever. People were trying to outright tell you that this is better than the Dream Team. And you're just like, God, will y'all let that go? Apparently they're not, if you have to keep going out of your way to compare them to the Dream Team. Not the 08 team, not the 2012 team, but the Dream Team. The team from 1992. 1992. I'm sorry if you got to say that slow one more time. 92. 1992. Maybe I'm foolish, but if you're still comparing people to something else, then that something else is official. You know what I mean? Then that something else is official. If you're still comparing boxers to a Muhammad Ali, then Muhammad Ali is still that guy. If you're still comparing rappers to a Jay-Z or a Nas or a Tupac, if those are the names that resonate first when you're comparing, then those are those guys. The 92 Dream Team is it. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? And then my thing is, when they do these comparisons, again, I'm one of those people, I think logically, I'm going, are you going all of these players on 2024's team currently at the ages that they are versus the 92 team at the ages they were? Then yeah, you got your mind thinking this Avenger team is beating this team. And they go, oh, well, I'm just saying, because they only play maybe 6 players who were in the NBA during 92. 2024, they had 60 joints out. It was a gang of players who had NBA experience. Okay. David Stern knew what he was doing. David Stern's whole point of trying to get Americans on, the NBA players on that, was to bring more focus to the NBA. Dirk Nowitzki is one of those people who quick to tell you, watching them dudes is what made me want to play basketball. Watching them dudes made me want to get out here and get on the court and do my thing. Dirk is Hall of Famer all day, top 75 all day. That's just real. Come on, man. Yeah, you're going to have more players. More people saw that. They were inspired. That's what I mean. You can't compare that because that's the jump off. Why are y'all out here lost on that? Now, let's get into the comparison part. You talking about a Michael Jordan, a Clyde Drexler, a Scotty, that's at this time in their career in 92 are still jumping out of buildings. Like when they dunk, they looking down at the rim while they're up in midair before they even get to the rim. They done look down and look at their hand and be like bloop, just bloop threw the joint in. We're talking a Magic who still had that joint on him, who still had that flair with a flair. We're talking a Barkley who could still get up and down the court and also still had that jumping ability. Karl Malone was a problem. Chris Mullin and Larry Bird, and all y'all got is Steph Curry. Come on now. I don't know if y'all remember, Chris Mullin was on that team. Chris Mullin, we're talking Run TMC, Golden State Chris Mullin, was a problem. Larry Bird, we ain't even got to, let's Larry Bird. John Stockton, Michael Jordan, Scotty on defense. David Robinson and Patrick Ewing on defense. Let me tell you right now, the outright Achilles heel for the Dream Team is literally Christian Laettner and Larry Bird only because his back was so bad. That's it. That's it. On the other team, it's just the fact that, one, they can't play defense. They don't like playing defense. That's not, and the brand of NBA that the Dream Team plays is fitting for FIFA. That's how I used to FIFA. I don't know. That's fitting for them. That rough and tumble, get in, be a little more aggressive, don't let nothing happen. They're going to kill that all day. They're at home. They're going to be at home and run up and down the court and dominate. Because that's one thing that you, as much as everybody like, did you see LeBron running up? No. We're talking, y'all saw them highlights from 92. Yeah, nah. Again, this is young. I ain't even 30 yet. Jordan, Clyde, Scotty. Barkley still had that speed with him. Them dudes ain't running with them. Them dudes are not going to run with them. These dudes they're jumping pass routes. As soon as the ball is left out of your hand, somebody done jumped off of done left their man. Boom, interrupted the whole thing and got the pass. Fast break dunk. They showing out. Magic is gonna show out. Y'all ain't understanding what them dudes was doing. You know what I mean? You can go, oh man, the players are better now, but you still don't have that what they had at that point in their career. And that's what you're trying to go, this Avenger team can go against. Who's guarding Patrick Ewing or David Robinson? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. KD is going to be the hero on that team. With maybe Steph. LeBron's not going to be that dude on that team. Not this team. Not at this point in their lives. No. On the other side, the people that you're going to really go, oh, who came away winning? Going to be the centers. There's not one center on that other team. Embiid is not stopping Patrick Ewing or David Robinson. Not 92 David Robinson and Patrick Ewing. Anthony Davis doesn't even want to be a center. And your boy from the Heat, Mbayo, he ain't gonna, them dudes are not stopping them. They're gonna come away winning. Like everybody else might cancel each other out to a degree. And like I said, the only reason I'm putting Curry in that is because you're gonna either have John Stockton or Michael Jordan. And Lord forbid if it's Magic Johnson on him. Because if it's Magic, he running all over the place. Magic can't keep up with him. Mike might have to get down and even then it's nothing more than he didn't get the ball. That's it. That's how that's gonna work. KD is killing everything. KD is killing everything. LeBron is gonna get matched up because again, we're talking those dudes. LeBron ain't gonna be the biggest dude on the court. There's a dude named Karl Malone. There's a dude named David Robinson. Magic Johnson wasn't exactly a weakling either. He just didn't look like he worked out like them two dudes. You know what I'm saying? Barkley didn't look like he worked out like them two dudes. So your Scotty and Mike looked like they worked out, but they still wasn't what them two dudes were. So yeah, he's not going to be as quote unquote the biggest dude on the court. You know what I mean? So yeah, all that. That's what I mean. It's a lot of canceling out, and no disrespect to the young guns that they got over there on the Avengers team either. But they didn't even play Tatum. So technically, I'm not even gonna count Tatum. They barely played Halliburton. I'm not gonna count him. You know what I'm saying? Edwards is a monster. You know what I'm saying? And Booker is a monster. But they're not them. You know what I mean? They're not them. So it's like, yo, where do you go? And again, I didn't count the other two dudes from the Celtics team, White and your boy. I can't even think of my man's name right now. That's wild. I can't think of my man's name right now. That's wild. But he played for the Celtics. Champion. They're just defense. You're not expecting them to do too much of anything. So somebody has to get off the court that scores. You're going to lose offense for what you think will be good defense. You see what I'm saying? They're not going to lose anything by you switching out. They'll let KD get those off. Your centers have showed that they were trash. They're non-existent. You know what I'm saying? If Steph has always been a hot, cold person, but when he's hot, he's unstoppable. When he's cold, it's So that's that. It would be a tight game, but I don't think they win it. That's just my thought. But the Olympics is so much bigger than them, and I think as Americans, we didn't focus on that. We focused on 5 joints. The chick that was the running, the track, not even the field, the track. We focused on the track, and we focused on basketball, and we focused on gymnastics. And we left everything else alone. Nothing else was focused on. We didn't care about nothing else. And Americans were out here rocking. China was killing them. These countries were doing their thing. And we gotta salute these countries because, winners are winners. Like, why aren't we celebrating greatness on all capacity, on all fronts? There were some people out here who had great Olympic careers, who have great Olympic careers, and we need to acknowledge all of that. But anyway, that's just my thought. That's just me. I'm out here. I'm done. I ain't gonna talk y'all heads off anymore about all this and all that. I'm just saying, it's crazy that we won't get any more breaking. We don't get to see this develop and become something better. And I had people going, well, it's because people didn't watch it. People, they had already made that decision. And the watching thing is not even a thing. Who's watching them dudes row the boats? I watch because I watch sports. But who's watching them dudes row the boats? Just, a team row joint and they just going down the thing. Yeah, ain't nobody watching that for real. Don't nobody watch that for real. I told y'all, the horses going through the obstacle courses and dancing and all that, ain't nobody watching that. Who watching the people jumping on a trampoline? That's a sport. That's a sport to just jump up and down on the trampoline and then do a couple of flips and be like, look at what I can do. We're not watching those sports. You know what I'm saying? People shooting at the discus in the air. Shoot! All that. We ain't watching that. Those aren't the main event joints. They're sports that need to be, because they're sports, but they're not the main event. Who's watching polo? Rugby? All that. Nobody was really watching all that. Come on, man. Water volleyball. What? Come on, man. Ping pong. Salute. I forgot who won on the ping pong joint. Oh my God, that was a good match too, by the way. But what I'm saying is, there's so much great sports during this time, this 2-week period, and we don't rock with all of it. We're kind of we allow ourselves to go, I'm only picking this because NBC tells us these are important, ESPN tells us these are important. If you're an athlete who has probably one of the most minute sports and you're consistently winning, in your world, you're that guy. In your world, you're that chick. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody who's a Michael Phelps in something that is so not even a thing. You know what I mean? It's like Batman. There's a Michael Phelps of Batman somewhere. Just like, yeah, son, I'm official. What you talking about? Ain't nobody beating me in this. I got this. Batman, handball. What? Yeah, that's a sport. That's a joint. The rock climbing. There's somebody who's like, yeah, son, I'm Simone Biles of this right here. Ain't nobody doing what I do on this wall climbing, which is a sport. I saw it. But anyway, man, let's get into Dominica and do what we do. Thank y'all for listening. East Coast, West Coast, worldwide, Lost Boys. Look, wherever country you reside in, hopefully you watched your peoples and y'all supported your peoples and y'all was like, yo, they official. I don't care where y'all from. It was dope watching the Olympics. This is something that you need to watch all the time. Can't wait for the Winter Olympics because that's another one. It's always beautiful to watch these. It's one of those times where the world is united. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying things stopped happening. It's not that things stopped happening. It's that we focused on the goodness of humanity in that moment. You know what I mean? So, and when you get older, you really realize that, like, yo, and you hate the fact that there were people who did stuff to stop the Olympics from happening, like the wild things that go on in the world. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, let's get down to what we do. This is this episode, Dominica. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Let's get into what we do. Yes. Look, I'm out here zoning, looking at stuff that I shouldn't be looking at because I might keep it right. Yeah, before I even go any further, because that just sounds so totally wrong to say that. You know what I'm saying? But I said it. What I'm saying is, I was out here looking up the Irish chick, Ireland's black females. I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. The black females that they have for Ireland out here killing it. Black chicks from Ireland was out here doing their thing, and it was two of them, because the one I saw was this dark skinned chick, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, who is this chick? And it was just like, yo, where we at right here? This is, you know what I mean? Like, she was, yeah, you know what I mean? I don't even know how to say anything other than that, but yeah. I don't know if y'all seen her. She just, yo. And then the one I'm talking about too, by the way, is the runner, because that's what I mean. Like, I'm looking, and there's a gang of them. You know what I'm saying? But the one I'm thinking about, her name is Adeliki. It sounds like Adele, then there's a key at the end. It's spelled like Adele with a key K-E at the end. So Adeliki. Man, look, let me tell y'all. Go look that woman up. Oh my goodness. It is that, yo. And look, like I said, I'm telling people, I don't know what these women are doing. Like, look, there was no ugly women at the Olympics. I don't know if y'all seen the Olympics, and even old girl who couldn't break dance, she wasn't unattractive, but she, you know what I'm saying? That bunny hop thing though, man, look, as a hip hop head, I just wanted to throw a brick at her, like, yo, girl, for real, you making it look bad for the rest of us. And everybody jumped on that. And then Saturday, the men came in and erased all that, but didn't do good enough. You know what I'm saying? Salute the Crazy Legs who explained a whole lot of stuff, but that ain't the point that I'm saying. What I'm saying is, them females at the Olympics was official. I don't know if the shot put thing, where you take the ball and you throw it off your neck. Black German chick won that. Attractive, beautiful. You know what I'm saying? She had a honey complexion. She was like, okay, yeah, they out here. The chick that beat Simone Biles in the joint, and they bowed to a Brazil. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Even her Brazilian partner who had the mean face, she just had that face like you know what I'm saying? Like she can't be talked to. Like, hey mama, how you doing? Need to keep it pushing. And you'd be like, okay, word. I was just saying yo, how you doing? No, me no speak cornbolio. You're like, word, I gotta be a cornball now? I hope the next time you get on the uneven bars you fall. Like, you ain't got nothing. You know what I mean? But all of them women were just beautiful. All the running women, Y'all saw the joint when Shorty looked at her and she passed her like, yo, pew, kept it pushing. We out here. You know what I'm saying? And the reason I'm talking this talk about the Olympics is because there was a woman who won a gold medal, and I feel bad because I cannot think of her name. But the country she was from is what I'm about to talk about. And she was like, yo, I am from Dominica. This is not the Dominican. I am from Dominica. What? She's like, yeah, we out there too, but y'all don't be paying us no attention. We there. Y'all just like, ooh, Puerto Ricans, the Bahamas, you know what I'm saying, Barbados, Aruba, all of them get the, you know what I'm saying? I'm here. We got gold. Come holla at us, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, I'm paraphrasing because I'm making all this part up. She looks at the camera, she's like, close up on me. Brothers, come holla. We there. It's gonna be a whole bunch of brothers trying to find a way to get to Dominica. There's gonna be a whole bunch of people out here calling themselves, saying they from Dominica, just like, I'm from Dominica. Like, what? He ain't from it. He ain't even heard about that until this summer. Get out of here, yo. Get out of here. I'm from Dominica. Tripping. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is what we do. This is how we get down. And like I said, the Olympics is over, but it was dope. Everybody was just women were pretty. They were just some beautiful women. Like, I was just like, yo. Just wanted, I could see why dudes be out here on their passport bro stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna go overseas and get me a chick, I'm a mail order. That part I don't get. I don't, you know what I'm saying? You out here just ordering chicks offline, like, yo, like it's, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a tool set or something. Like, yo, yeah, like it's a record or some sneakers. Like, she about my size. And then you mess around and get the Wish version, and it don't even look like the chick. You got catfished, and then the real chick get dropped off by the post office. You open up the box, and she's like, "Hi." You're like, who is you? I'm her. I am her. We email you by me. Nah. You looking at the picture. You looking at her. Like, there's a whole lot going on here. Like, did you not shave while you were up in the box? Like, you ain't get a mirror and like one of those battery operated joints to shade. You got a whole beard. Like, are you sure this is you? I am sure, man. Let me see your body. Just take off her clothes. Like, put your clothes back on. I just wanted to make sure you weren't a dude because you got the full beard going on, but you a real chick and you are not what I ordered. And she's like, no, I am. And she cleaned up the house and she cooked good. And you be like, oh, I don't think I want to take you back now. Like, this is some good food. Like, this is great. She rubbing your feet when you come home from work. You're like, oh my God. She rubbing your back, massaging you while you lay in the bed before you go to sleep. She do the Mr. Bentley and step on your back a little bit with her big feet. Cause you know she a big husky bride. And you up here looking at the box like, this ain't even the type of box I thought she'd be in. But she do you good. She treats you real good. You know what I'm saying? She let you lay in her lap on a hard day. Tell me what's wrong, baby. And you telling her, she like, oh. She'll hook a bra, pop a breast in your mouth. You be like, what? You're like, yes. It's okay. I'm okay. You like, this is crazy. You start gazing in her eyes. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, all I'm asking is, can you please shave? That's all you want to do. Just like, this right. I mean, everything else about you, it's not perfect, but I'm willing to deal with it. But this whole full, like, no shaving in November thing you got going on, you got to do something with that. Like, we out here both looking like we got our Philly beards on, and then she looks, you know what I mean? You ain't at the carnival no more, mama. Shave that off for me, please. Then she shave it off, and you realize she looks goofy. Like, dudes, when they shave their beard off, they look extra weird. Like, wait, look, it's gonna be a day where it's gonna shock the world. And what's your boy, the beard? Yeah, he gonna shade that joint, and it's gonna go back to looking goofy face. He gonna look like Urkel in the face again. You gonna be like, yo, James Harden looks like he's a killer. James Harden without his beard looks like every woman should make sure that they got a picture of him in their wallet, in their purse, cause he looks dangerous. He looks like the type of dude that, like, when women go missing, he's suspect one. He's bloop, bloop, bloop. Man, why y'all look at you, dog? Look in the mirror. Look at that, man. Look at you. Smile for the people. Smile at yourself in the mirror. That man, that don't look right, son. Nah, you should have kept the beard, man. Draw the beard on or something. Don't just come out here like this. Like, I'm for real. Go look at some of James Harden college pictures, and yeah, my man looks like the type of dude that will blatantly look in your window and just, I ain't even saying you in your bedroom, just in your house. Like if you got the living room blinds open for a nice summer sunny day, and he just stop and see the blinds open, and he just walk up and just stand there looking at you while you up in the house vacuuming and dancing to Frankie Beverly and Maze and all that. Just like, what? He's just two-stepping, swaying with you too. Then you happen to catch him like, what is you doing? That dude, he that dude. You know what I mean? No disrespect to James Harden. I'm just saying, brother without the beard, he look weird. Shorty gonna shave the beard and it's not gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? That breast in the mouth ain't gonna taste the same. Like, I don't know. Is it the same breast, baby? Nah. I don't think that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna cuddle with her. Then you gonna go. The black men need therapy. So black men gonna go to therapy. Be like, yo, I just liked it better with the beard. And then your therapist gonna say some stuff to you and make you reevaluate your whole life. Could it be that maybe you were attracted to the beard? Did that make me gay? I didn't say it. You said it. You just said she shaved and it was like, downhill from there. Like the woman shaved and you were no longer attracted to her femininity. Yeah, dog, you might be right. Then he just keeps in the cut as the maid, and he ends up with a boyfriend, and then that's their homie that you knew ever since 3rd grade, and one day, you're on Facebook, it's like, I'm engaged, and you think it's to the bearded bra. You're like, yo, dog, that's dope, yeah. Me and Frank, we gonna kick it. Who's Frank? Dude I met at the gym. Hold on, whoa, rewind all of that. Dude you met at the gym. Hold on, what happened to the bearded bra? She shaved. What it look like? Then he showed her a picture, and he showed her, like, that look better than beard. And not to me, man. I need that facial hair, son. Oh. Then him and Frank out here practicing on making kids that they'll never have. Wink. You gotta speak like that nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be out here saying stuff because people be all offended. Like, yeah, they're practicing on making kids that they'll never have. That's how you say that. But anyway, that ain't what I'm here to talk about. What I came to talk about was Dominica. I think, right? And Adeliki. Please look that woman up. Oh my God. But anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Let's get into what we get ready to do. Take it from the top. Look, I messed around and tried to clear my throat and nothing worked, so I just kept it pushing. This is what we do. 1 time for the mind, 2 times for the grind. What up to Reggie? Yo, I'm sorry I was behind on hitting the message, but check it. I was getting down from record to record. He was like, yo, what joint was that? And I was like, what joint? I done passed all that. But then I came back, I was ready to do a Busta Rhyme. Hill up, roll up, bring it back, come rewind. But I ain't had it grind in my mind or the rhyme. So I felt, look, I gotta start doing that. Somebody gonna really be like, yo, I got son. I'm a battle son in a battle and then get ate up. This ain't gonna be none of that Australia freestyle body. Yo, if y'all ain't never seen, look, don't let the social media clips fool y'all. Like, it was funny, but she was dead serious in her joint. Like it was the round robin joint, so I think she got to go like 3 times, maybe 4 times. It was whoa. And the thing when she did the thing on the floor, where y'all see the joint, me she doing to touch my toes on the floor. Oh my goodness, that was, yeah. She was. Yo, if y'all seen the clips, y'all seen the face, she was cocky with it. She was like, yeah, I'm killing it. What you want? Huh? And she watching the other chicks get down in admiration and saluting them like, yeah, girl, you killing it. What were you doing? I'm just out here hanging out. You know, I got a free trip. Gotta prove it. Gotta make it work. Anyway, what we talking about is Dominica. You know what I'm saying? The French. No, matter of fact, let me take you all the way back to the Columbus ran across this spot way back in the day. Bring it back. Columbus ran across this spot way back in the day, we talking 1493, he spotted the island on his second voyage. He was like, yo, this is kind of a spot we probably need to go, you know what I'm saying, check out. You know what I mean? Some people settled there, some Spaniards settled there. As the Europeans started to explore, they started to do things and basically surround the island and get rid of course, as always, try to get rid of the refugees. The French colony, after the Spaniards was like, yo, this ain't really working, in 1632, the French came through and they was like, yo, we gonna really get down, we gonna get it. That's where they actually got the name from. So now they're trying their best to try to figure it out. From 1642 to 1650, they were not only trying to do that, they were trying to convert them and turn them into Christians. They were trying to get it in, they were trying to figure out what's going on. The English, by 1660, had came away with a situation with the French was like, yo, why don't y'all get us to us and we'll figure it out. We'll make it happen. There was a revolt in 1715 of poor white, basically people who had land, and they were out here trying to fight the French, because the French, you know what I'm saying, with the slavery thing, the same thing they had going on in America. These white people were like, nah, we're gonna do something different. And they tried to do something different, and they was out here fighting, and they was doing what they was doing. By 1761, there was a thing called the 7 Years' War in Europe. We all know what this is about, right? So now they're out here grabbing people from the island of Dominica. Look, I'm pronouncing it wrong myself. And was like, yo, we gonna get y'all to fight for us too and do what we do and help us out right here. The French was out here doing what they needed to do. By 1778, there was a treaty. You know what I'm saying? The British then completely take over in 1805. You know what I'm saying? And they used that as one of their bases for their transatlantic slave trade that was still going on. That's right, slavery was still in in about 80 years, slaves were free in America. 1805, they were still rocking in hard body in 1805. They were setting up sugar plantations out there. They was doing what they needed to do. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, 1831 comes, and they're like, yo, they have the Brown Privilege Bill jumping off that allows the people of the island to be free people of color. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time it was those who were mixed race more than the slaves that they had, the American slaves, the black slaves from Africa that they had. Because at this point they done tried to like basically kill off all the indigenous people. So they're working on trying to come up with a bill to basically give some people some sort of sense of, I don't know what you want to call it, humanity. But this is what we talk about, man. This is what we do. You know what I'm saying? The Dominica Act, the Dominica Act, I'm still saying Dominica. The Dominica Act of 1938, after the World War joint, they was like, yo, we're gonna basically hit you guys off and make you guys a little bit more citizens and give you a little joint. 1958, the British people was like, yo, we're gonna make you guys part of the Caribbean islands and get down how y'all want it. They got their independence in the 70s, 1970s. You know what I'm saying? A lot of countries, a lot of people weren't messing with them. They even had an election in the 1980s. You know what I'm saying? This is what I mean. Like, yo, these people were out here doing their thing in the 80s. The economy was starting to thrive and get better. They was doing their thing selling fruits. They were doing their thing selling spices, trying to market themselves, get them things going. You know what I'm saying? They had another election that is of importance in the 2000s, and they did their thing. You know what I mean? This is what we talking about right here, man. This is what we mean right here. Country that ain't nobody never heard of wins a gold medal, and there people like myself are like, oh snap, I really need to go out here and do some research on them. Salute to them people. That's what we do. This is how I get down. Again, salute to Reggie, because like, yo, I definitely was like, I'm out here rocking. And then I happened to see the joint. I'm like, oh snap, I'm messing up. Because I usually have my joint up, my phone up, and I just like, ooh, I messed up. But yo, we gonna figure that song out. Whatever song he was talking about, we gonna figure that out, and I'm gonna hit you with them joints or you know what I'm saying, let you know how to get it in. But anyway, let's get back into what we do, because time is flying. Almost got 30 minutes. I ain't lying. What y'all trying? Mother's dying. I see my violently crying. Hell no. With the hop over stop. Look, that is how easy that is to just slide right into that. I slid right into that joint. Yeah. I forgot Flatbush joint, right? Flatbush. Anyway, let's get back into this music. Do what we do. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Bing! For the rest of the year. We ain't doing Google no more because Bing is official. I don't care how many times y'all see them Google commercials talking about they doing their thing there. Nah, son. Nah. We out here doing that Bing. The Bing is where it's at. Bing make y'all out here sound good. I told y'all, look, I played the joint for y'all for the Legal Crime video. They was like, yo, Legal Crime got that banger. So, yeah. Y'all like how that stopped right on time. Anyway, let's get back into what we do. 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me tell y'all something, man. When you're young and the mind is just wide open and you just, Woo was that, Woo was that joint. Woo really had a lot of dudes out here, far more than Brand Nubian, no disrespect. Far more than even the X-Clan, no disrespect. Far more than Rakim, no disrespect. They had a lot of brothers out here really trying to get on their 5%er, do the knowledge, do they 120. They was out here heavy with it. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, brothers was out here, peace, God, doing their thing. Like, we was really out here, look before Nas, all that. We was really out here on our steady grind, like talking to brothers, building with the gods and the earths and all that. It was wild back then. You know what I mean? Before that song, I played Shabazz, The Disciple. I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. This is me, and I don't care how y'all feel. I know y'all might not disagree. Might not agree. Y'all, I know, you know what I mean? But anyway, Shabazz, The Last Disciple, always reminds me, and I know they don't look alike, but they look alike. You know what I'm saying? Reminds me of my man Split Star that hangs out with Buster. Just bald head, light skinned dudes. Just that's all, you know what I'm saying? Bald head, light skinned dudes. That's all I see. You know what I mean? I'm like, yo, was Split Star really like the Shabazz? You know what I'm saying? Like, the Split Star got some bars. What's going on? Let Split Star get that joint on. You know what I'm saying? And by the way, that Definite Penalty, oh my goodness. When that dropped, that was my favorite song. Bring it back before I go. I gotta just say that. I had to say that. You know what I mean? But anyway, this is what we do. This is how we get down. Rest in peace to Old Dirty. You know what I'm saying? I had a quick little Old Dirty tribute up in there. You gotta throw stuff out there like that. You know what I mean? But anyway, man, this is what we do. This is how we get down. August is a weird month, and it will forever be a weird month from this point on. And bring it back. So I don't know how we're gonna do a lot of stuff this month, because you know this weekend we're coming to the foreign music, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. And I'm still trying to figure out how to get down on a lot of stuff, because my kid turns 18, so we gonna try to figure out how to do a little celebration for that in there. You know what I mean? But it's a lot of stuff going on, but we gonna do things and we gonna make it happen. Thank y'all for rocking with me. You know what I mean? It's always humble. You gotta be humble, man. You know what I mean? You gotta be humble. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody cool with arrogant dudes like, yeah, son, I'm the doodoo. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. You think you the doodoo? You ain't even a fart. Ice Spice. Somebody said, yo, Eminem stopped Ice Spice from getting #1 spot on Spotify. Thank you, M. Cause y'all are really out here thinking Shorty is nice like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real, I don't even understand that. I'm a bar listener. I listen to bars. I give Megan Thee Stallion some credit. Megan Thee Stallion got bars. Glorilla has a couple of lines here and there. Lotto gets nice when she wants to. Ice Spice and Sexy Red, nah. I'm sorry. It's not there. It's not there. Knock on the door, it ain't there. And now they got all these other females out here saying the most over-the-top sexual stuff. And yeah, man. I know I'm about to leave, but I just got to say this piece before I go, because I heard this the other day. A shorty said she was 6 years old, getting grown man, made her think that she have a grown woman, That's her opening lines to her song. I don't even know if that's for shock value or what. But what I will say is, if it is not for shock value, you probably need therapy, mama. You need to go talk to somebody and really get your life prioritize. You know what I mean? That's a traumatizing thing that you out here putting out in front of the world as an opening bar. Like, yeah, y'all heard? That's how real it is. That's how real it is with me. I just had to say that, man, because I like the stuff these chicks are saying nowadays is just over the top, over sexualized for no reason. But anyway, man, I don't want to sound like I'm some old man in the cut complaining. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all nasty, always talking about y'all coochie. I grew up off of Lil' Kim, so you know, we like, yeah. Then sometimes you gotta fall back and be like, dude, we was listening to Lil' Kim. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, they say you only live once. That's a lie. You only die once. So anytime that your God allows you to get out here and continue your journey, please show the world the best version of you. And while you out here trying to be somewhat of a hypocrite, don't act like you don't remember when you was just eyeballing that Lil' Kim first album cover like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But that was then. This is now. Now all that stuff is nasty. Plus they ain't even sexy as Lil' Kim was back in the day. Y'all be safe. Peace.
This is a Soul of Art presentation.